Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading, your love reading for January the 15th to February the 15th, 2018. This is a general reading. It's just going to be a general reading, so some of it might resonate, all of it might resonate, which would be fabulous. If you would like a personal reading, you can follow the link below and book in for a personal reading that will be specific to you and the energies that's going on with you. I'd like to thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing and commenting on my channel. It's been really nice to read the comments, and for all of those that have already booked in for a private reading, it was nice to connect to my subscribers and give you that reading. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on with Gemini for the next 4 weeks from January the 15th. So the first card that I've got here is the Nine of Cups, and it's in reverse. So what I want to say to you and what I'm hearing is, what are you dissatisfied about? What has not been working the way you would like it to work? What have you had? There's been disappointment. So what is it that has disappointed you? What in the relationship isn't working for you? What is not flowing for you emotionally? So I want to say to you, if you're in a relationship, is your partner there for you 100%? Are you there 100% emotionally? Are you there for each other? Have you been so busy that you've not connected and you're sort of so busy doing your own things that there's not been that connection that needs to happen? I also want to say, has there been a drifting away? So does there need to be some sort of reconnection there? For some of you, it's just family that's gotten in the way, with children, with busyness, with everything that's needed to be done. There's not been that investment in the two of you. So it really is about looking at that. If you're feeling that sort of wedge or distance, emotional distance from your partner, it's time to start repairing those bridges. Start repairing those bridges and reconnecting there. If you're single, I feel like for the singles, it's a disappointment that things haven't worked out the way you've thought that they would. It's a disappointment in love. It's a disappointment in the in having your own family, in having a partner there. It's a little bit of disillusion, I want to say, with the singles. The single Geminis. But that's how you're feeling. It's not actually the reality. It's how you're feeling. For the couples, for the people that are in committed relationships, I feel like that is a reality. That is you've been so busy that you've not spent time with each other. So that reconnection needs to happen. For the singles, it's the way you're feeling emotionally, Gemini. Single Gemini is how you're feeling. It's how you're feeling with that disappointment, with the way things have gone. Things haven't worked out, but they weren't meant to work out. That was not the relationship for you. There's something more coming for you. So it's about not dwelling too much on that disappointment, but rather looking at what it is you've learnt. What have you learnt? How have you grown as a person? What have you discovered about yourself? Because there's a lot there that you've discovered about yourself in that relationship, in releasing it and moving on, saying, well, this wasn't good enough. I'm moving on to what is good for me, what is working for me. So I feel like with singles, don't spend too much time in that disillusionment, because that's about what's going on with you, okay? What's happened in the past meant to happen. It meant to happen like that because you were meant to become wiser and more defined about where you're going and what you know. Okay, so the next card, you see, this is where you're going. The Ace of Cups. It's the Ace of Cups. That's new romantic beginnings. Your cup runneth over with love, with connections, with that relationship. For those of you that are married, I feel like, looking at there's a bit of distance that's happened here. We've been so busy, we've been distracted, we haven't spent time with each other. If you take that and learn from it, you will progress to this new beginnings, this new reconnection, this new state of being, this new love, this new rediscovering each other. So just invest some time in each other and your relationship will grow to the next level, will strengthen from it, this awareness and having each other's backs, you know. For those of you that are single, by getting over that sense of disillusionment and regret and, heartache and disappointment that's happened, releasing that, it's going to herald new beginnings. There's new love there. There's new love, there's new connection, there's new beginnings for you. So the energy is really strong for you to actually go out and meet someone. Meet that someone that's going to be good for you. Okay? And it's about free will, you know, because I'm saying, well, you're going to meet someone. It doesn't mean you sit at home and you're going to meet someone. It's about the energy that's around you. You're going to be attractive to the opposite sex. So it's about going out and connecting and having fun and meeting people, because you never know who you're going to meet, okay? And that energy is really strong around you. So get over that quick smart and bring this in, because this is what we want, okay? This new beginnings, new romantic beginnings. Your cup will floweth over with love and abundance in love, you know, in love. Okay, so the moon too is about, you know, here's again emotions, the water. It's still, it's flowing, it's still and it's flowing, and the moon is also about your inner self, your inner workings, your intuition, your what's going on in you. And you do find whatever this is puts you in a really good place, because there's this real emotional balance, getting in touch with your inner self, trusting your inner self, intuition. Okay. Good things coming in. That's when if you're single. If you're married, it's about really connecting with the romance part of your relationship, I feel. That's what I want to say to you. Reconnecting with that, having the time for just the two of you to connect on that soul level. Reconnect on that soul level. It's going to lead to a lot of important decisions to be made, you know, whether it's a marriage proposal, children, a new beginning for some of you, a new beginning by moving, by making that purchase of a house. But it's going to strengthen your relationship. You're working together. You're working together. You know, these two wolves are working together, okay, on an emotional, on a spiritual level. Fantastic. And what that all leads to for both single and partnered Geminis is the lady, which is the Empress, which is the, you know, there's pregnancy. If that's what you're wanting, if you're wanting a child, there's the energy there for having a child, new ideas and plans, new beginnings, new relationships coming in, which are going to be fruitful, which are going to be strong, which are going to be good, which are going to grow really well together. So for both singles and couples, it's a really good ending to mid-February, where the energy is that of giving birth to new love, giving birth to children, giving birth to new relationships, and having that prosper and grow and become abundant. You know, there's a lot of love. That's a really nice card. That's a really nice card to have to end that 4-week period. So, you know, it's about dealing with this disappointment early on, moving it on, and then allowing all this wonderful abundance to come in, because it's going to just keep growing. So there is love there. There is love. There is a really lovely energy for you. I'm going to take a card from the Oracle of Visions now for you, which will summarize the 4 weeks and what's around you. And let's see what that says for you. Okay. So, you know, it's about, you know, this has got a double meaning. It's about, you know, this is vanity, looking in the mirror, and, you know, there's mirrors everywhere where you're looking at yourself. Don't spend too much time reflecting and looking at yourself, but look at what's around you, look at what's outside you, look at what's going on beyond your 4 walls. You know, don't just spend time looking inward and looking at yourself and looking at how you've been done by, or what the relation, if you're in a relationship, what that relationship, you know, what you've given to the relationship, or what you've done for the relationship, because your partner has also contributed and done things for the relationship as well. So, you know, look beyond yourself, look outside of yourself when you're seeking answers. And for those that are single, it's not about staying at home and continually reflecting inward at what's gone on in the past, but it's about going out and putting yourself out there, externalizing now. Time of going inward is done. Okay? Time of going inward, it's done. It's about now looking at the world at large and what's going on out there as well. So I hope that's been very beneficial for you. I wish you an absolutely wonderful 4-week period as far as your love and relationships go. May it grow, and enjoy the energy that's around.